that can lift up their hands real quick and give me what you think functional means to you? Quickly, come on. Functional.
I believe functional means to operate in excellence.
Operating excellent. Okay, that's good. Somebody else real quickly. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Sister Nicole.
Working on all cylinders.
Working on what?
All cylinders.
Okay. All right, somebody else? Sister Tori?
Something that is effectively working, whether it's a process, an idea, or just any type of implementation, but something that's actually working.
Start over again. How you say it? I want you to start it over again. How you just say it?
Something that's efficiently and effectively working.
Yes, I like that. And what did you say, my sis?
Operating in excellence.
Operating in excellent. And Sister Nicole, what did you say?
Working on all cylinders.
Say, I want you to open your mouth and say functional.
Functional.
Now, there are some things that we missed on last night, but I was going to do it in here tonight because you know why? We're doing what? We're having questions right here. You know, jumping up, saying stuff, talking. Because I want you to be able to be functional. And I want you to function in every capacity of your role of leadership that you possibly can. Are you hearing me? I want everybody in this room to say, I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. Now, I want you to understand something that as leaders, anybody can tell me what kind of faith we have? Well, do me a favor. Do me a favor real quickly. 2 seconds. I need everybody to come and squeeze close. Starting from the back. Everybody, get up and move. Move forward. The fire is, come over here. The table is spread. The feast of the Lord is going on. Come on, get real close. Get real close. I think I want to fill up the length all the way up these first 4 rows. Come on, let's fill them up. Let's fill them up. Hallelujah. Come on, the first 4 rows, ladies and gentlemen, the first 4 rows. Come on, come on, get up. I want y'all to get close to me. I want y'all to look at this t-shirt that sis bought me on last night. Old enough to pray for you, old enough to swear on you. Come on, I don't care if you gotta get tight with somebody, you gotta squeeze in. That row, I got a 5th row. I have a 5th row and I need to stop at the 4th row. So that means y'all gotta come and sit on this front row. Come on. Do y'all still have a 5th row? No. 4 rows. Come on, come on, come on. I want you to get real close. Get real close. Come on. Come on. Now, if we just got to have a 5th row. I don't know why you went back and sit down. You don't need to sit down. I just don't sit down. You just sit over here. You got my apple juice shoe?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, if you got to have a 5th row, it's okay, baby. You got to have a 5th row. It's okay. Don't let nobody sit behind y'all, all right? You're in charge. Come on, lift your hands. All 3 of y'all. All 3 of y'all. Sugar. Stand up. Stand up. Rise and shine. Rise up. Say, I swear to take charge of this 5th row. Nobody sit behind me.
No one would sit behind me.
All right, you got to be functional. You got to be functional. That's it. In leadership, you have to be functional. You know them. Y'all remember them old Baptist ushers? Come down. Go down this way. Don't go down that way. Look. And y'all got mad with the ushers, but the ushers kept on in the house. You walked in that door and then you chewed that gun. We worked hard for these pews. And they give you a peppermint. If you need something in your mouth, it's going to be a peppermint. You will not be chewing that gum in church. Yeah, you know they went to your church, you jumped in church, you remember the ushers? They was functional. They was doing what they was told to do. Come on. As leaders, we have to be functional. Everybody have to say, I got to be functional.
I got to be functional.
I got to function.
I got to function.
In the thing that God called me.
In the thing that God called me.
I'm telling you something. In this season, what God is getting ready to do for the church in the 21st century, everybody just breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Because listen, this is what we've been struggling with. We've been struggling with, am I fit for the 21st century? Open your mouth and say, yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Matthew, I think it's the 6th chapter, talk about the story when Jesus came in the town, and they only knew him as a carpenter. How many of y'all remember
Mark
that they
6.
only,
Mark 6.
Mark 6, thank you, Mark 6. They only knew him. Girl, you sit there and think. I'm like, what is this? The devil. Technology. Mark 6, Jesus came in and they knew him as a carpenter. And when they saw him, they said, wait, is that not the carpenter? I need everybody tonight to leave this room and go out this year, change what people know about you. As a 21st century leader, people need to see you differently. They don't need to see you like they saw you before. Because if you just know Jesus as the carpenter, then the only thing you're going to get out of a carpenter is a house. But the moment you know him as the Christ, then you get salvation. You get healing. You get deliverance. You get newness. You become reborn again. So people have to know the different side of you. Why? It's because when they come in contact with you, don't you know you're the only Christ in the earth that some folks will ever see? So that's why the scripture said to let our light so shine that men that's in darkness can do what? Men that's in darkness can do what?
Glorify the Father.
See our good works and glorify our Father which is in heaven, right? And so God wants to be glorified in us. Open up your mouth and say, my life as a leader is to glorify God in every capacity that I can. All right, now I want you to be functional. Help me say that again, functional. I want you to function in your availability. Everybody say, in every area of my availability, I'm going to function. Now watch this. Not just function because pastor needs you. Function because God needs you. Right? Function because destiny is calling you. You're not just destined to be a leader in the church, but some of you can be effective leaders in the world, outside your community. Amen? So you, in every area that you are available to be a leader, you need to function. It's very complicated because sometimes we live in a day and time, and not sometimes, but we all live in a day and time where people just make you say stuff. You know, you go on your Facebook page and somebody got something on that page and you just be wanting to say the wrong stuff. But you got to remember, ouch, I'm going to help y'all be free tonight. I'm going to talk about me. Ouch. Listen, no, this is my ouch. Yeah, because you know, sometimes I have to look and say, you know, this don't make no sense right here. You know, I'm telling you, you have to learn how to be function in your availability. You have to learn how to be function in your accountability. You got to be accountable. Come on, tell your neighbor, I got to be accountable. If Pastor Murray give an assignment, if Bishop Fisher give an assignment, if Pastor Tracy give an assignment, if Pastor Juan give an assignment, if Overseer, Pastor Keith give an assignment, or myself give an assignment, then the person we give the assignment must be able to operate in it, and you must do it with accountability and availability, and then do it with a responsibility. You got to be responsible. In what I give you. So watch this. Watch this. Pastor Murray, we came here in the conference, and Pastor said, my sister said, we're going to do it this time, and blah, blah, blah. And I went to go get him. If I was not responsible to have to pick him up, I would have been on time. Now, sometime in responsibility, you might lose track of the time in some areas. But when your leaders know what you're doing and you are accountable and available for a responsible task, you don't get rebuked when you come late. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time again. When you are available and you are accountable and then you're doing something responsible, you don't get rebuked when you walk in church late. You get rebuked is when you don't want to be available. You're never accountable, and now you're trying to be responsible on a task I give. But Pastor, you told me, yeah, I did, but you should have been available when I told you to be available. Watch this, because you know that the conference was coming up. You know Sunday is coming up. We don't cook Sunday morning unless you're very early to cook Sunday morning. You got to be responsible with your time. You got to be responsible with every moment you have. Now, unless you can just get up like Sister Andrew does, get up and put it in the oven, or do like I do, throw it in the oven and put it on 200. You know, that's how, back then when I was cooking overseas, I would be taking my shower, the oven would be on 500. I want it as hot as I want it can get. I put that meat up in there. By the time I go to walk out the door, it's on 200. And you know, we have long church. So by the time we get out of church, them meat's falling off the bones. My neighbors used to say, what is that you in that cooking, boy? I thought you was at church. I said, I was. I just cooked the whole time I was at church. Why? Why? Because I got to be responsible for what God, the task God gave me. I can't be running late. Tell your neighbor, say, time is everything.
Time is everything.
And time is important. Now, there are some times you will lose track of time because of things that you're doing. Amen? Things that you're doing for leaders, for the pastor and whatnot. But I want you to function. Everybody help me say, I got to function. For the rest of this year, I must function. In my accountability, in my responsibility, in my availability, and in my loyalty. You got to function in your loyalty. I was confused by it when God told me that. He said, no, you got to function in that too. You got to be operable in being loyal. In other words, you got to make sure that you make sure that your priorities is in line, so that you can be able to be function when Pastor called. Pastor Murray had us to go and do 2 weeks ago for the video.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, Pastor told us about the video. Well, he had told me about the video prior to that. Let me tell you something. He said, you know, Pops, we're going to go do this footwork. How many of y'all saw the footwork video already? All right. Let's go and purchase. Let's go and purchase. I'm challenging some friends of mine to purchase more than one video. Can we purchase more than one?
Not the video,
That's what I mean. The single. You can purchase more than one, right? All right. So I'm challenging some of my friends and whatnot. But watch this. When he said that, because I'm accountable to him, I'm loyal to him, and I'm also responsible to the task that he's asked. I went out early to start buying tennis shoes. Because I didn't know what shoe I was going to wear. I thought we were really going to just get this scene me and him. We're going to do some footwork, some real footwork, and then go back. But we just couldn't do it that way. But it's all right. Maybe the next time. Maybe the next time it's just going to be me and him dancing without tennis shoes on. But I'm telling you, I went buying about 4 or 5 pair of tennis shoes. Because I didn't know what his scenes was going to be like. So when you're functional and you are available, and when you are responsible, when you're accountable, you are always prepared and ready for whatever your pastor is asking you to do. Being responsible, making sure that everything that you need for your leadership role is there. Being accountable, making sure that financially, as leaders, you can't be leaders and be financially oppressed. Because in leadership role, it is a financial responsibility.
Amen.
Wait a minute. This is the front row. So these are senior pastors of people, leaders. The burden should not just be on them. The burden is also on those others. Remember last time we talked about how can you hear without a preacher? You need that preacher. And that preacher cannot be vexed and frustrated. But when you are functioning in the things that God has called and required of your hand, everything flows easy. And you know what that leader does when he sees, and he or she sees that you are accountable and you are functioning in what it is, they're not going to be a hard taskmaster and put burdens on ministry that's unnecessary. I love something about Pastor Tracy. Any function that she does, if she doesn't have the monies already, she's not going to do it. Because we're not going to wait until the preacher get here to try to raise the money. Amen? Why? Because you're finding a structure, right? You're finding a strategy to make sure that everything is just in case people get that and they don't want to give. Then your integrity is at stake. Amen? So, but not only that, leaders, beyond the first row, when your leaders are putting on functions, you must make sure that you have calendars and have everything lined up. Why? It's because pastors want to have this. Pastor going to have that. We need to make sure that financially we can support and help them because that's our role as a leader. It's a lot, but then it's not. It's a lot, but then it's not. You know when the parents came when y'all came? They came here. We came to these kind of churches. We had window funds. That was the Bellard family getting paid right there. Then we had the Bellard pew, the pew rabbit, y'all. But we worked hard. Why? Because we wanted to make sure that everything was in line. Right? Okay, now I'm going to open up this floor to some questions, but I'm going to ask some questions first. I'm going to ask you first from the behind the first row, going down to the last row. All I want you to do is tell me a number from 1 to 10. What do you like about from 1 to 10? Where are you in leadership from 1 to 10? Elder Deborah,
5.
Zay,
6.
Whitney,
4.
4,
10 being high.
10 being the highest,
5.
5,
6.
6.
7. 4.
Come on.
5.
5. Rosie,
8.
Sister 8,
4.
4, 7,
3.
3. MJ, what did you say?
4.
4.
6. 5. 2.
5. 7.
4. 4. 5 and a half, 6. 7. 4. 8. 8. Just 8. 5. 5.
8.
9. Oh, you said beyond the road.
Okay, yeah. Well, rise. That's right. 9. 4. I'm sorry, bro. 4. All right. Listen. So now watch this. You saw the different numbers, leaders, senior leaders. You saw what we have to deal with. So we got some people that have greater, some people have lesser. But it's still, you're still a leader. You're still a leader. Regardless of what your number is, you're still a leader. Now, it's time for your number to rise.
Amen. Amen.
Because you can't have little numbers and you working in leadership. Because having little numbers in leadership is a sign of lackadaisy or laziness. It's a sign that you're not paying attention or you have now become weary in your well-doing.
Not fully functioning.
Yeah, not fully functioning. But a lot of them, Pastor Murray, is not fully functioning because you have become weary. You became overwhelmed. Or maybe you looked at leadership to be one thing and you found it to be something else. And now you're disturbed about it. And you don't know how to handle it. And it's very easy to handle something that you don't like. You can either walk out of it or ask for another position. But if you're not effective or willing to be effective in the position that you already have, going to another position, you're going to be the same way. I've seen it happen more than one time. So now if your number, we had number 2, number 3, all the way up to 9. Now, wait a minute, who said number 9? What's your number? You sure? Well, we're not going to ask Pastor Murphy to ask you that question again. No.
That was a good break.
Okay. Because I was going to give you a low 5, but yeah, now faith is a substance of things hoped for. Evidence of things not seen. Praise the Lord. But now, as a senior leader, I would give myself a number 7. I'm not going to ask other senior leaders because I don't want you to look at them no other way. Because see, ain't nobody in A-Power or in Tabernacle can look at me in another way when I say mine is number 7. Because you know why? Mine is number 7. Because a lot of times I get frustrated with trying to deal with people that should be in a place. And I tend to start becoming withdraw. Mine is not from laziness or being totally frustrated, just a withdrawal. I'm not going to deal with you no more. And I need to deal with you. Because God's trying to work something out in me so that I can be effective. But sometimes we get, leaders become frustrated, and that's what the scripture said, muzzle not the ox which are at the corner of the field. Leaders get frustrated because when a leader is pouring and pouring and pouring and doesn't see manifestation in you, like we know it can be there, now unto him that's able to do exceeding and abundantly above all things you ask according to the power in you, is in you. Open your mouth and say, it's in me.
It's in me.
The power to develop is in me.
It's in me.
So watch this, when our leaders pour into us, we have the ability to process it and make it to come forth. Do you know the graveyard is not full of tombs? It's full of unfulfilled potentials. Come on. I used to say it all the time, the richest place in the world is the graveyard. People have died and left with unfulfilled dreams and visions and ideas. $1 million. So why? Because you are allowing yourself not to build yourself up to the place where God needs you to be. There is a faith that we have, the faith of Jesus to get saved. But as leaders in this room, we don't have the faith of Jesus. We have the faith in Jesus. How many have received that? I don't want you to receive it because I'm up here talking. If you don't receive it, say that. Because that's where we got to be. We got to be transparent and we're going to be open-minded and willing to have commentary about where we are. Because if not, we're going to fail in our office of leadership. My faith is, I have the faith of Jesus Christ. Or should I say the faith in Christ to become saved. Amen? Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way to you. Because I have to think about what I just said. The faith in him to get saved. Like I have faith in pastor and overseer and Pastor Keith, Pastor Tracy, Bishop, Pastor Murray, Pastor Ron. I have faith in them that they're not going to let me down. Sister Phyllis, I got faith in her that she's going to make sure that my insurance is paid every month. And sometimes when you have faith in a thing, you relax more. Make sense? Yeah. All right, you relax more. Because faith said, I can count on them to do that. Right. If they're going to get it done because they've already done it so many times without dropping the ball. Huh? Right. But then now we got to get that faith of him. In other words, that's why I'm looking at y'all crazy. Wait a minute, don't sound like the way the Lord told me to do it. Faith in to get saved. The faith of him is now, when he said, be whole or be healed, that's what Jesus said. Take up your bed and walk. Go show you, don't say nothing, go just show yourself to the priest. That faith of Jesus made that man get up and start walking. The faith of Jesus made you get up and start becoming effective leaders. The reason why a lot of our leadership roles are being messed with a lot, are being tampered with, or you're becoming frustrated because we're operating in the faith of salvation and not the faith of maturity. Okay, I'm a prime point. Stand up, Pastor Murray. Pastor Murray came back to church, loving God, singing 17 years in R&B. Got saved, started loving God. And from a street man, coming in a transition, we left Los Angeles about 11 years ago. We're going to be 11 years in October. Matter of fact, 11 years ago, we all came in March, right? May. It was May we came?
May. Yes, it was May. No, when we first came.
When did we go back to the church and then broke in the church?
Well,
It was May.
May.
2008.
Okay, we all came. His first flight on the plane, and watch this, y'all. But we had a nosedive of about 1,500 feet. We first time on the plane, and we had a female pilot, and she was trying to go opposite from the storm, and went dead into the storm. And since that plane walked in rail, and we nosedived 1,500 feet, Pastor Murray, listen, everybody, even me, with my number 7. With my number 7 overseer, I was like, oh Lord, that was the blood of you. Pastor Murray said, right, what did you say?
Right move, wrong plane.
Yeah, he said,
right move, wrong plane.
That was what he said. And he was sitting next to me. I looked up and I said, good for you. I want to stay close by you because you have the faith of Jesus. And out of nowhere, watch this, that plane leveled up and had an emergency landing in New Orleans where we were supposed to go to Birmingham, Alabama. Wait a minute. We get to my mother's house, got in the car, they give me this little small car. I'm like, what are we going to do with this little small car? So we wind up I left that car for her. We took the van. And when we got right out of Slidell, there came a storm. That storm was so bad, it was totally white. That's how fast the rain was coming. Since we couldn't see, I kept doing 80 miles an hour because I had a destination to reach. And I had to hurry and get back to LA. I began to start praying in the car.
That's right.
And out of nowhere, what happened, y'all?
The storm ceased.
The storm ceased. I said, God cleared the way. Why? Because as leaders, you are responsible in any attack the enemy comes to settle the attack, because God has given you the ability to settle attacks. He wasn't Pastor Murray at the time. He was just a young brother who was coming in, loving God, was just going to follow me here to Atlanta. We get here, the Lord took us around and all kind of things and journeyed us and went through. Watch this, as a leader. As a leader. He's been driving, but you just got your license, right?
21.
I gave him whatever feed truck it was, a Penske truck, the big trucks. And he drove that truck in 44 hours. Him and Elder Minister Gabriel. Not one time did he call me and say, Pops, I can't do this. You're going to have to come in. Because when a task is given and destiny, it got a time on it, we can't drop the ball. I'm going to say that again. When a task is given to you and destiny has a time on it, you can't drop the ball. You can't drop the ball because baby's sick. Husband mad at you. Wife mad at you. How many of y'all heard my story last night about my son dying? I kept preaching. And I never could use him in the sermon. God said, don't you talk about him. He was cold blue. I still had to go and preach. God said, go. I know what y'all saying. Not me, I'm going to stay there with my child. Well, if that child was formed out of my disobedience, my task didn't stop because I was disobedient to my leader. Because if I had been effective to my leader, when my leader, come on, young man. I've been doing this brother since a little teenage papa. But when he passed by me, when I passed by my leader said, don't you touch her, because if you do, you're going to cry later. Now mind me, he didn't know nothing about me and that girl. I didn't know nothing about me and that girl. But because he was my leader, he sensed in the Holy Spirit what was going on. And sure enough, I did just what Pastor told me not to do. So because of that, I was still called as elder. I was still his adjutant. I was still a prophet. I was still driving him. My assignment didn't stop because of my mistake. Your assignment doesn't stop because you made a mistake.
That's right.
No, ma'am. No, sir. Listen, microphone testing, 1, 2. Your assignment doesn't stop because you made a mistake. You still got to do what is God's calling you, and it's called working out your salvation. You got to work that thing out. And you got to be consistent in it, and God will give you grace. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all heard me say it last night. That boy died with full-blown AIDS, and she died too. But because I was consistent, God gave me grace. Y'all hearing me? I should be laying in my grave somewhere. Or with 2 T-cells left. But because the grace of God, and God knew that my assignment, and he knew that I love what I do. Am I making sense to somebody? Am I helping you? As a leader, just because a mistake happened doesn't mean you stop. You have to keep going. God will give you grace to endure. So guess what? For you, number 2, number 3, number 4s, number 5, number 6, 5 and a half, 6. That unbelievable number 9. That guaranteed number 7 over here. Listen, regardless of what number of my level of leadership is, God has given me grace. I was going to share with Pastor Murray. Pastor Murray came in the church, and when he came in, God began to use this boy, use him, and continue to use him. And use it. Let me show you something. When you are an effective leader in your church, do you know you can drive out spirits without being an intercessor? Bishop did not believe this, but I'm going to help you. I'm going to have to take this back to California with you. When you leaders get in position and be firm and stern in the position that God has given you and your leaders have given you, when these warlocks and witches come into church, they're going to be able to stand. Why? Because not only can they handle the anointing of the overseer and the pastors, but they can't handle the anointing of the true leaders that are standing. Because it's called a fortified wall. Pastor Tracy's been knowing me for 25 years now. My goal has always been to bring leaders together. My heart has always been just bring leaders together, because if we can just get leaders to come together and start fighting with one another. Amen. want to have a possibility number 9 in the room. A guaranteed number 7 in the room. Oh, come on here. Come on. We'll all be on number 9. You feel what I'm saying, baby girl? We'll all be on number 9. Why? Because Jesus said, well, Lord, make them one. Come on. Now open your mouth and say, Lord, make me one. Lord, make me with my leaders. With my leaders. Let me tell you something. Pastor Murray is the executive pastor. I drive for Uber. I have all his videos, on YouTube, in the car. And, I got my Spain, but Pastor Keith, I be having a ticket like this, right? So they be saying, who is it? I said, man, that's a young man who loved God. Man, that man was singing R&B. He left California, came here, got a nice church down there in Jonesboro. What's the address? 696 Battle Creek Road, Jonesboro. Every Sunday, 11 o'clock, Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. All roads are the. Do you need me to pick you up? I'm always pushing and bragging on. And like, man, that's good what he said right there. Well, that was good. So I put Tuesday night Bible class on there because I recorded it. And then it was like, man, rewind it. What that man said, that man talking about some good stuff right there. My pastor should be talking like that. So I'm not embarrassed because I'm the apostle. I'm his father to brag on him. They don't know I'm his daddy. They don't know I'm the pastor. They don't know when you get to church. Come on, but they won't know. And then when you get there, I'm not going to do nothing. I say, Murray, go on, Murray. Y'all go on. I'm going to grab him and get me MJs in the back of the church. Say, preach, pastor. But it's because my job as a leader is to make sure that the leaders, I told the woman of God, I said, I want you to meet Pastor Tracy. So Pastor Tracy, I said, I want you to meet me. I said, we just need to fellowship. Everybody just need to fellowship. This brother I was talking to him, he got on a plane ticket, came all the way from Los Angeles, California, just to be here this weekend.
Amen.
He ain't doing nothing. He just gonna sit in that front row and just be But and still, he's 29 years old. I've been knowing him since he was about 14 years old. 14 years old, and when I got him, he said, yes, sir. Sir, I'm ready. Pastor Chris, Brother Chris, well, yes, sir. To me, Pastor Murray. Pastor Murray said something to him. When you're in good roles of leadership, you mind your manners.
Amen. Amen.
You mind your manners.
Yes.
Remember what I just said? Good leaders mind their manners. You know what to say and what not to say. You make yourself available for leadership and not available for foolishness. All right? Come on, everybody say, I'm challenging myself. For my numbers in the next few months is going to go up. All right, Pastor Ryan is a possibility number 9, okay? He said he just need one. He just need one. Well, that's going to be a slow ride. No, that's not just believe with Pastor Ryan. Listen, I'll share this with you, leaders. Always know it's mandatory to make sacrifice. Every leader, what I'm saying is not for the front row senior leaders, this is for everybody else. It's mandatory to make sacrifices.
Amen.
Open your mouth and say that.
It's mandatory to make sacrifices.
How long you been playing for the Ryan?
24 years.
24 years. Never got a salary. And probably will never get one.
That's right.
Go get your job. Go get your job.
Business owner.
Go get your entrepreneurship. Just go and get your business and just keep on.
Yes, sir.
But watch this. Sacrifice being made. Lady Andrea and Pastor Murray. Leadership. They weren't in leadership. He wasn't in leadership. He was still trying to read R&B. But they had 2008. What it was?
2009.
Your car was 2009. I think I put more miles on that car than they did.
True.
Every time I had to go preach, I said, y'all know I gotta go preach, huh? And she had to wind up catching a ride to work and from work while me and him on the road. We was at, where was we? Cuthbert? Man, overseas we was down there in Cuthbert. Y'all know where Cuthbert, Georgia is? Okay, y'all know what America's Georgia is? Where it's way down, come round to the bayou, you go up the hill, go down the valley, come back up the swamp way, and kiss the mountain around the bend, and look up on the barnyard, and they go to Cuthbert. Yeah, well, mama, they was way down, they had me passing her way down there. And then they had us, leaders, you had to make sacrifice. They had us, Elder Wham, in a motel. Lumpkin, Georgia, and Cuthbert, Georgia. We were staying in Lumpkin, but we had to preach in Cuthbert. And they had us in a motel. They had blood all on the mattresses. And they just hand off the leadership, the sacrifices we have to make. We went over to the dollar store right across the street. That was the Piggly Wiggly. But then we went to the dollar store across the street to go get some, to get our hoodies. You know, he had brought his, I didn't have mine, so I had to go find me a hoodie. And I slept in the whole jogging suit with my socks, house slippers. We sprayed Lysol. And then we had in prayer, y'all. And Pastor Murray had to go stand by the decapitated pool with the frogs and the lizards and the crickets jumping in to get a signal so he could be on the prayer line. I said, well, I'm not about to do all that. They can pray without us. You just go like that. I'm sitting right here listening. And when I tell you the door had been kicked in, Deacon James, the door had been kicked in, the whole frame of the door, we knew there had to be a drug deal or something going on back there. But the sacrifices we make in leadership. Let me tell you something, leaders. I'm not where I am today because I just, I woke up and it was all right. I slept in rental cars. I went preaching and I slept in rental cars at Shoney's with my doors locked and the car running. Are y'all hearing me? There was some time mother couldn't afford me. You know what I had to do? Pastor Juan was working for Southwest, and he had me on as his father, so I would take the flying benefits, and would fly from LA to Vegas, Vegas to Phoenix, Phoenix to Chicago, Chicago back to Houston before I get to Florida. Then when I get there, I would go and rent me a car from Elmo because I couldn't afford the room, and pay $9 for a car and sleep in the car. That's some investments in becoming a leader. Come open up your mouth and say, I have to invest. Time, energy, whole bunch of stuff. But I promise y'all, when you get through, you become functional. Because you will never destroy, me and woman of God was talking, you'll never abandon the process, but you will abandon the grace. You know why it's easy to abandon the grace? Because it's not for me to. The process is for me. Because the process is hard. Any woman that ever had a baby will never denounce the pain of that baby. Because it hurts. Thank God for the men.
Amen.
Yeah, see, that was some of that possibility. Women have to get a woman would always be able to tell another woman, I know your baby. Men, we can't say that. Now, Pastor Murray is a good husband. What it was you did? You made your own baby belly.
Oh, I did a cast.
He did a cast. He put socks on his feet when Lady Andrew was swollen up and stuff. Baby, me too. I'm swollen right along with you. Come on, baby. And he did everything to make his little lovely wife. So I just looked at him and said, poor thing. I don't want it. But watch this. Why? Because that's the role of a leader in the home. Amen. To make it easy, to make it the role of a leader in the home. To fix it, right? All right. Now, everybody say a good leader. A good leader is always responsible. Is always accountable. Always going to be loyal. Always going to be function. Accountable, available, loyal, responsibility, and function. I'm going to say function, so we're going to say function. Amen. Good leaders is always willing to be functional. Come on. You pass me the microphone and you praise him in here, we're going to still have church. Amen. Just give me that microphone, Brian. You get on the keyboard, wait my drum, just beat the drum. Let's go. We got old time church. Have you tried Jesus? But keep on going. And we'll keep on going. Come on. You got to know how to function. You got to know how to be able to do it. And true leaders, you don't have to preach like your pastor. Can I say this and pastors don't get offended? I always tell my pastors and my leaders, don't preach like me. I don't want you sounding like me. I want to hear how you sound. Right. Let me see the genuineness of you, the authentic, that word of you. Let me see you. Because people respond to you better when they see you than seeing, I want to sound like Noel. I don't want to sound like Bishop Clarence McCombs. TD Jakes, I don't want to sound like that. I just want to be me. Come on. But there will be some things in you that sound like your leader. There will be some things in you that will sound like your leader. There's going to be some attributes that you're going to have. Glory to God. Sometimes people hear Pastor Bird preaching, and he be on Facebook, everybody in California, and Louisiana, all the places, they say, man, we just close our eyes, we can swear to God, that's you. I said, I don't know how, because he holler high, I holler low. I said, he got range. I ain't got all that. They got range. I got good squalls, but he got to be ranging. But they because there is some sound of your leader. The sound of your leader is different than you preaching like them, mimicking everything that they do. God brought us leaders is to develop you so that you can become who God called you to be, so that you can bring God glory in the way He created you. Because you are fearfully and wonderfully made of the Lord. What you like about leadership?
Being able to grow from one place to
To another. What you like about Mama? And listen, in this one, well, watch this. In this one, it don't have to be a good or bad answer. Because some of you may have a bad answer. You can just say, well, I don't like. Because sometimes before you can like a thing, you have to first learn some of the dislikes in a thing. So that you can learn to grow with it and mature from it and, tear some walls down that you may have. Because I don't like, Pastor Murray said very well. He said Tuesday night, very well. I said, he just just told me act like this by telling me before he said that. But can I be a little transparent with y'all right now? Don't y'all so like I'm frustrated with me. I want y'all to stay the way y'all are with me and love me. I don't like everybody. I don't. I love people, but I don't like everybody. It's because some people just do some people got motives of why they're in your life. And you got to go through so much to try to figure out the motives. Just be real from the jump. So listen, I just want you to ordain me as a preacher. So I can say, no, get out of my face, and then guess what? We still preach. But they play these roles with you. They play these roles with you. Oh, what we have, what some of the things we have. Oh, the Lord said, I'm your spiritual father, right? We get that a lot. I get that a lot. The Lord said, you're my spiritual dad. You're my spiritual mentor. But I don't see him. As soon as the next preacher comes along, you're not all in his face and dim. Can I have your phone number? So I tell you, I love people, and I love preaching to people, and I love doing the work of God. I really don't like everybody. I really don't. Because I'd be like, why? Maybe it's because I see too much. Because a lot of times when I see a person, I see them for what they really are. And then I beat myself up because I still open up my heart to them. So some things in leadership, mother, to help you, I don't like everything in leadership. Because I have to make sacrifices that sometimes I don't want to make. But the good things I do like about leadership, that I can see a smile, a kingdom smile, that the Lord allowed me to make happen on somebody like last night. See what I did last night? I love that. Do you know if you catch me in the mall, I can be doing that in the mall? Yeah. I be in the mall seeing stuff. I told one day, I said, why are you crying about that? She said, what are you talking about? I said, were you crying this morning? Before you got to work? And you got here, you got in this shop, you said it was done? She said, yes. I said, well, then be done. Let it go. He don't love you. Wow. She just started crying again. I said, you want to close the shop down so we can pray? Why? That's just me. That's who I am. As a leader, I don't mind letting God use me because I'm available. I'm responsible. And if I see a need, I need to make sure that need is met in case I never see you again. That doesn't mean that you need to come to my church. Okay? What you like about leaders? Shit. Unity.
transparency. The ability to be trusted as a leader. The opportunity to advance and open up my potential.
All right. Brother Mike, what you like about leadership?
Pretty much the spotlight is on you, so it's always a challenge for you to be the example and be better.
The spotlight is on you is always a challenge. So you like about the challenge about leadership. Elder Way, what you like about leadership?
Being
Being taught. You like being taught. That's what you like about leadership, being taught. Lady Andrew, what you like about leadership?
I like that you're forever learning when you're in leadership.
In leadership, that's good. You're forever learning. What you like, Brother Zay, about leadership?
I love the results, the ending, what you get.
You like the results about leadership. Mother Justine, what you like about leadership?
I like being an example.
Be an example. Mother just say everything. Baby, my cousin right here.
I love serving.
You serving? You like serving? Baby girl, what you like?
Learning new things.
Learning new things. Brother Chris, what you like?
Being submission upon the God.
Yeah, you being submission to God in leadership. What you like? Meeting new people. All right. What you like about leadership? You said, "Oh, I wasn't here to get the answer, so I don't know what to say, what not to say."
I like the ability to just grow and just being able to see yourself do it.
All right. Okay. Now, my bro man right here, Deacon Mike, what you don't like about leadership? Be honest. Let's be in leadership. It's coming to.
Being honest, having to recommend in a way some of the things that we have to downplay stuff sometimes just so we don't really hurt someone's feelings.
Okay. You don't like that about leadership. All right. Deacon James.
Not being responsible and accountable.
All right. But that we be for you or people that's around you. That's a twofold thing, right? Okay. All right, sis, what you don't like about leadership?
Not being able to live up to like the expectations of people who already been in leadership.
All right, Pastor Ron, what you don't like about leadership?
What I don't like about it,
We've been saying for 9 times. Number 9 is for you tonight. Come on.
yeah, I was prepared to answer another way. Sorry. I thought you said, what do you want to like first question?
This question, what you don't like about leadership? You have to think about it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll come back to you. Lady Andrew?
I don't like, it's two things. I don't like the attention or the spotlight,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like seeing the burden placed on other leaders, like my leader. I don't like seeing the burden put on you all.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Process.
That's good. That's good. A process.
So I thought about it.
9 months later, you thought about
That's all right. I guess, you're called out. So it's like you can't do what others do. And sometimes you want to do certain things, you can't do it.
it. That you have to now abandon your life.
Yeah.
You abandon your own life. I like if all that is wonderful. I love it. Now let's go to the senior leaders. What is it about leadership y'all don't like?
Don't do it.
Don't. Don't like the process at all. Bishop, you don't have 9 months? You're leaving on Monday.
The pressure.
The pressure, Pastor?
Don't like the fact that the sacrifices that we make daily often go taken for granted. Wow. And unnoticed.
From the standpoint of myself, I agree with everything that was said, but I would say the pressure of, you have to be this person despite of what you're going through. There are things that I'll share 6 months later, and those in leadership will be like, wow, but I had to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So that pressure, but from the standpoint, what I don't like about from the standpoint of the leaders following us or walking with us is seeing potential in them that they don't see in themselves.
Good. Overseer?
Conflict areas.
Mm-hmm. You heard what Overseer said?
Conflict areas.
Conflict carries. Because what you don't like in leadership? Frustration and time. Juan, Franklin Fitzgerald, Illinois, Da Vinci, Bellard, what you don't like in leadership? That I have to die. I have to die is what there's some things in me that want to still do and be, but I have to die. Why? I must die so that I can be effective to carry that burden that Lady Andrew said, to carry the process that you talked about, what you talked about, the conflict carriers. Oh, Jesus, that was the one that you could work on right there, Mama, for a long time. Conflict carriers, because most of the carrying and most of the frustration is in the leaders. The book of Jude said something very profound. He said, be aware of those men that crept in unaware. They crept in with old ordinance, doctrines of devils. Guess what? These doctrines of devils, type of people, or people are coming in that think they already know. The other thing I don't like about leadership is trying to lead somebody that's already seen. You can see and I can see. It's complicated for both of us to lead. Because there's going to be a problem. Especially when you're called to be the sheep and I'm called to be the leader. Or especially when you're called to be the captain of the team. How many of you ever had a conflict, as Mother was talking about, as a captain of the team? Sister Phyllis? Okay, well, real quick. Something else, real quick.
You asked me
Yes.
being given a task and asking for certain things to be done and not being done in a timely manner.
That's frustrating. Woo, how many of us sitting in this room know that? All right, somebody else, lift your hand. Brother Mike.
Pretty much with me, like the captain, one of the conflicts I had is really no excuses. You can't point the finger at anybody else because the person that appointed you pretty much put you in place, so it's all on you. So you can't really reflect on anyone else.
That's really good. Because if you, go ahead. No, go ahead, come on.
One of the conflicts in being a captain that you often run into is when you don't have a good supporting cast.
And that goes back to what Mother was saying. Conflict carriers. Some people will carry the conflicts on purpose and be creative with Mother.
Lack of communications. Sometimes people think that they're communicating, but their message is not clear.
Okay.
They can't get it over to the people that they're communicating to. And then sometimes there is a problem when you don't understand the task and you don't ask about it.
Right. That's good, Mother. That's good. So communication is a bad thing. It's one of the things that can hinder and mess up. Amen. I think, well, like with me, I was always afraid of the person. If overseer is my pastor, I would always been afraid to make her look bad. So one way or another, I was going to find out what it is she gave me, whatever task she gave me. I was going to find out some kind of way to get that job done. Brother Keith, look here. I need you to come with it. Now, I want you to stay this way, because I want Mother to see me talk to you. I want to know, what does she want me to do? See, sometimes when there is no communication and you became the captain, you have to become creative. Because sometimes, and not to say what, I believe that we all can agree that we must communicate and make sure that the message is getting across. Sometimes the non-communication is there to build up. Prime example. I heard myself say still the point. Prime example. Let me get to this point. I never really taught him how to preach. I just taught him what not to do. I said, you can't be doing all this stuff like this. This is what people do. You can't do that, people. But because the call, he accepted the call. He started reading his word. He's not a YouTube fanatic, so he don't watch YouTube to mimic other preachers. And because I didn't teach him that, there could be no possibility of a failure in him because of me. You know why I say that? Because a lot of my leaders failed me by making me do certain things and making me be developed and formed in ways that they wanted me to fit what they called was leadership. And I busted vocal cords, I lost ranges and screaming and howling like them. You know, I came from the church that they preached for an hour and 45 minutes. So y'all wonder why I'm long-winded? Blame my late father. He would say, tag, you in. And you had to take it. And you had to go right there and you couldn't stop. You had to take it right there while he's taking his breath, drinking water. Then he get the microphone back and preach another 35, 45 minutes. You understand? But I didn't do that to my preachers. To the preachers that God gave me. I didn't do that. I want them to develop who they were in God. And develop a strategy that God was going to give them. Because everybody's unique in their own way. So it's good, as Mother said, to communicate. And communicate, not just having a conversation. Hey, Pastor Tracy, I know you said the men's conference is coming up, and I know you want me to do the panel sessions and whatnot. What else do you want me to talk about? So when we did the panel session last week, she talked to me about some things that we wanted, that we was going to talk about with the leader, with the men. But I had already had stuff. The man of God already had stuff. The men already had stuff going on. Why? What you're saying? I communicated enough to see what she wanted from a viewpoint. But after that viewpoint, I had to wind up going back to the team that I'm playing with. And say, okay, now how are we going to get this like this? How are we going to do this? So communication is not just with the person that's giving you the task. It's also communicating with yourself by being real and understanding that you may not be able to handle that task. Communicate that with me and say, hey, girl, I can't do that. That can work on my nerves. Am I making sense? You got to communicate, like Mother was saying, in all areas, not just pinpoint areas of certain stuff that you communicate. You got to communicate in all areas. How many of you really talk to your leaders and tell them the truth about you? I'm telling you, Apostle James L. Smith always asks me, I say, I don't know, Apostle, I can do that now. This year, you got me the manager of Holy Convocation. I said, well, what you got me doing? What that's for? What is all that? What's all that entail? Well, you're going to do a lot of ripping and running. I said, I don't want to do all that. I might want to stay today, tell them to go sleep. But Lord, yes, sir, okay, Apostle. All right. Now I've been calling everybody that was in that position prior to me. And I'm trying to get, and all of them got different stories. 6 people, different stories. But I got to put this together. I got to put it together and make sure it works because convocation is coming up in June. And I have to have the good face on. I have to make sure that everything got to line up on line with the principle of holiness. Because he's a counting on me. You know what he told me? He said, and I won't be talking to you in convocation, so you need to get everything you need to get out now. Oh, that's how we roll? He said, oh, you got it. Trust me, I know you got it. That's why I'm picking on you this year. I said, well, all right. So I went out and called all my brothers and sisters that have ever been at the position before. He said, it's hard. It's complicated. He's going to change in the middle of it. He's going to tell you to do this. He's going to turn around and do something else. When you're going to be talking about the rooms is this, he's going to turn around and tell the rooms going to be over there. We're going to be in one ballroom, turn around the ballroom, we're going to be upstairs. We might be at the pool with all the complication. We don't know. Because he's going to change slapjack in the middle. But you got to be willing to change when the change comes. And function in the change. Huh? All right, we had some questions. Did anybody have any questions? Nobody? I know y'all can go these questions. I pass that each other.
I didn't have a question, but I wanted to add to the conflict carrier thing, because we have experienced this. That a lot of times when you have that particular leader, we have to be careful because they quickly sow seeds of discord among the other leaders that they work with that can poison the whole thing, and sometimes you don't know where it came from. So we have to be careful as leaders to know those that labor among us.
Now, let me help you with something that I said, Mother. Maybe you can write this down because I know you like to write stuff down and not just on. Do we call it sis? She right. I said something. What did I say about the man?
Number 7.
I said, if I can't trust the man,
If he can't trust the man, then he can't trust your mentor.
if there is a conflict with the man, it's going to be complicated for me to trust your mentor. Now, watch this. I also stated something. How can you, leaders, be prayer warriors for your leader in your church, and you're now friends with the enemy? of your leader. And if you're the enemy of your leader, they're the enemy to the church. And then they're also enemy to your destiny. Because if your leader, watch this, stand up, Pastor Murray. Come over here. Come over here. Come on, Pastor Ryan. Come on, Bishop. Now, y'all got a problem with Pastor Murray. A lot of people have had a problem with this man. A lot of them had a problem with this man. You want us to be like him? No. The Bible says in Hebrews, he says in the book of Hebrews, he said, thank you, Pastor Murray, imitate those that are in Christ. So if Pastor Murray is doing a good, wonderful job, then you're supposed to look up to him. Why do you want to look at the possibility number 9? Right answer, but wrong number. No. See, right answer, but wrong number. So here we got a problem. And Pastor preaching to me. He's prophesying to me. He's mentioning the word of life to me. Son, Brother Juan, I promise, not on my watch. He just going in like you know to do. And y'all saw him minister before. He be soaking around like a fountain that's been turned on and all the glory of God. And watch this. And then I turn around and get with the possibility number 9. They got the right answer, but for the wrong person. Now, he and I talking, and he said, he said that, but let me tell you what he did for me. And it's my turn. No, my job is, our responsibility, my loyalty to the voice. He said, you know what, bro? I feel your pain. I understand. But in this season, man, you can't have this conversation. It's because my destiny is linked up into the sound, the wind, and the oil on this man right here. If he never communicate with me, if he never talk to me, if he never make anything plain, my assignment is to stay at his feet long enough, because some things man will never be able to make plain to your destiny. God and the oil on the man will make plain to your destiny. I wish I had somebody just caught that. So when we come together, we're not sowing seeds while he's trying to deliver the people. The Bible says. He's trying to deliver the people, and he still want to have this conversation. He still want to have this conversation. Now, this one is no longer a member of the church. That's right. But y'all friends. And now that I'm here trying to get my freedom, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. And now what's happened is the seed that the man of God or the woman of God is sowing in my life, see, thank you, Bishop, is being taken out because of his doubt, his issue. I can't call myself saying, the man of God, I'm standing, come on here, Mike, hurry up, Mike. No, that's all right, Mike, you come on, young man, come on. Come on. But the man of God is ministering. He's ministering the word, and we're praying and covering him. But how can I pray and cover him when me and him just got through having a conversation? Amen. Me and him is having a conversation. Us three after he just got through laying hands. We still talking, and I say we still talking because if I don't shut him up, are y'all hearing me? If I don't shut it up, I'm in agreement. And guess what? The Bible didn't tell me that. My grandmama told me that. She said, child, a closed mouth and a gossip tale is a man that believes everything that they say. So how can I pray for my leader when I'm friends with his enemies? How can I sow tithes? How can I bring my man of God gifts? But I'm connected with the enemy. Bishop, believe it or not, that's true. Because this can't go no more further than his saliva will make it. But because I'm giving the wrong gifts, because I'm dealing with the wrong people, now I'm sowing grudgingly and out of necessity. When the Bible told us not to do that. So the job of the enemy is to get you all out of sync and out of focus. See, when people left Lawrence E. Ned's church, people left the church, that it ain't no more conversation you're going to have with me. And even when they was at the church, you know what, Brother Juan, you know, Bishop, he ain't did such and I said, hold up, wait 1 minute. Bishop. What's your name? Brother Carlos said he had a problem with you because when him and his wife was going through, when him and his wife was going through, you didn't listen to him, but you ain't tell him blah, 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 and this one got a problem with you, and you want to fire him and say your heart because he had a problem with you too. See, now y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like that. If you want to, but it's the gospel truth. You allow seeds to be sown in your own life and you're wondering why nothing is growing after you paying tithes and offering. You're wondering why nothing is growing and you just got through fasting and praying. No, you got to guard your leaders by all means necessary.
That's right. You are absolutely right.
Man, they like Bishop. They will say certain stuff. Who he think he is? We put our pants on the same way he do. I say, you might have did, but you ain't suffer like you suffered. I'm about to go tell him. Bishop?
That's right.
What's going on now, son? I said, you know these Negro likes you got? That deacon that you got, I'm going to tell you what he said. Let's go get him. Come on, let's go get him. See, because that stopped people from saying stuff in the front of me.
That's right.
That stopped people from thinking that they can just drop, like, I'm not a garbage can. The garbage come on Tuesday. If you got a problem with the pastor, you need to go to the pastor. Come on. Conflict carriers. You can't be the messy one in the church and be a leader. You shouting with me and Pastor Mary, we just shout. And as soon as we get you shouting, I'm about to go tell him all the secret of this man. If your leader shared a secret, if any leader shared a secret to you, and you take it and go share that secret with somebody else, you're the devil. And you need to be destroyed. Conflict carriers, it's not good. That's messing you up. That's that spirit of Cain and Abel. That mess got to get up out the church. Because that's going to be an awesome growth that's coming to Tabernacle, to Walls of Jericho. What's that really church, man? Kingdom Power. A Power Church. That's going to be a move of God. There's going to be a move of God. And y'all, we got to get rid of the stuff, the stigma that's been stinking the church. You know that's been some of the problem? You know that's been some of the problem at A Power? Since we're here, and we all leaders, some of the problem is people will come in, but notice the conflict among the people. That's true. And back out, conflict carry. Because we got people that will whisper and say stuff when my back is turned. In the audience where other people can hear. That's right. So all that shouting and ministry I'm doing, they hear the band sing. What you say?
It's counterproductive.
And it's done on purpose. Come on, men and women of God. We are mature. That's why we leaders. There's something that's going to hurt us. There's some things that every leader in this room can say, you have said ouch to. You have said ouch. Come on, let's be real. There's some stuff that we have said ouch to. This man right here done said ouch so many times. So I go in the room and just want to get that pistol and clean it up real good and just go through that church and shoot everybody. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm going to be honest with mine. I'm telling you, there's some ouches that have come through. I'm saying, now how you just do that when you got a man that loves his wife? You got a pastor that's not, you can block my name, you ain't going to find nothing on me. Amen. Amen. And we're doing the right things we possibly can, but still getting a whole bunch of ouches. And where that come from? I didn't know that was right there. Come on. And as leaders, we got to develop ourselves. You can't be accountable, you can't be loyal, you can't be responsible, and you can't be available. With all this conflict carries. Because the church is not going to grow that way. Turn it up.